Well, in the 90s, Derry Girls. Derry Girls, Derry Girls. Derry Girls, Derry Girls. Derry Girls.
What's up, everyone? Adam from FWCI. This is Derry Girls, Series 3, Episode 5. Episode 5. In the last episode, we thought we were going to have a big old house party and ride some farmers or something. And it turns out we went to the wrong house, got ourselves scared shitless, and ended up in trouble with Sister Michael. A typical day for the girls from Derry. And you might have noticed I'm sporting quite a nice little scratch on my eye here. This is what happens sometimes when a 39-year-old man goes to bed and tries to get comfortable. Just my own fingernail nearly hacked into my eye. This is life. I feel like a James Bond villain. I feel like I should be losing to James Bond in a game of blackjack over a dry martini shaken not stirred. But she's a rough one. Pretty bad. What do you reckon? Does this add to my street cred? Will the people of Derry respect me more? By the way, if you want a full-length version of this reaction, go to patreon.com/FWCI. Make sure you subscribe here on YouTube because once I'm done with Derry Girls, it's on to Peep Show. This is Derry Girls, Series 3, Episode 5. The Russian Revolution.
Cup of tea, will you, Mary? I'd do it myself, but the Bolsheviks are just about to kick off.
She is into that.
We can't survive on oranges alone, girls.
With no choice, Derry.
We both need...
Was there like an orange diet back in the 90s?
Always been into Russia, Jerry. You know that.
I know you had a furry hat once.
It's been 20 years since I've seen some of these girls. Back then, everybody thought I was a bimbo.
Really?
Or they'll be wondering why you're harping on about Rasputin.
Exactly. You called it, Jerry.
So there is 6 hours until the reunion starts.
In the 90s, there were these crazy diet, trends and stuff, weren't there? I'm guessing that's what this is all in reference to, but I think you might have left it a little bit late there, Mary.
Is that it? Are you sure?
The numbers never lie, Aunt Mary.
Is there another way we can shift half a stone before 8 o'clock?
Cut off a leg.
Half a stone?
I'm sure a few have, died from old age. We're in our 30s.
Aaron!
I heard that, too.
I'd have loved to have lived in the olden times.
We didn't live in olden times.
I'm not trying to drop a dress size.
Oh, well, that's a lovely attitude, isn't it? That's very bloody supportive.
Orange, Daddy.
Now you're grand, love. Jim across the road's doing me a fry.
Interesting.
Trying to impress Jeanette Joyce, formerly O'Shea. I couldn't give a shit about Jeanette Joyce, formerly O'Shea.
Who's Jeanette
who's
Joyce,
this?
formerly O'Shea?
I don't want to talk about Jeanette Joyce, formerly O'Shea.
Okay.
He's a surgeon now. He took out all his tonsils. And is point blank refusing to give them back.
Jenny Joyce's mommy? You were friends with Jenny's mommy.
But sure, she lost the...
Jenny's mum. Jenny is the, and I see this every time I click on Derry Girls. It gives you a little, preview that auto plays. Hi, guys. Bye, guys. Or whatever it is. That's her mum. Okay, so they all used to be friends back in the day, and then Jenny's mum met someone, then they went and did their own thing and left the other girls who hadn't met anyone alone together. I think so. Teenage girls are a very complicated thing.
I know what happened on Leavers Night, Jeanette.
Really?
I remember.
What happened to Jeanette Joyce, formerly O'Shea? Sarah, you look amazing. And you look educated as well, more importantly.
Nice suit, Kieran.
God damn it, Kieran's here. Oh no, it's the same suit as Jerry's.
I couldn't help myself tonight. The past pupils here are just so untrustworthy.
I see.
And there's a lot of valuable items in the building.
Okay, so she didn't go to school with them.
Oh, there's Georgie. Georgie!
Does every bastard in Derry own this thing?
It seems so.
I completely forgot about her.
So you did, Mary?
Yeah, Mary, you are very transparent.
My cousin from America.
Canada.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Things got a bit too balmy.
Aye, because America's so safe.
No, it's not. Canada, on the other hand, is...
Why does he keep banging on about Canada?
Look, it's the Pratt Pack.
Where the hell did you come from?
Never you made. That's some spread.
Why are you here, by the way, Joe?
Would you like to dance?
I actually would, Kieran. Would you hold this for me?
Oh, Kieran! Stuck in the middle with you. Do.
He knows. He knows.
What the hell happened? This is our flashback episode, isn't it? Somebody said in the comments that we get to see Mary and Sarah back in the day. Yikes, that is some intense shit.
No drinking the night, girls, you hear me? Which reminds me, one of the wee bastards won't take no for an answer. Use this.
The fuck is that? Hockey stick?
Let's go and enjoy yourself.
We'll try.
Wow, they are so accurate. Sarah has all the mannerisms down packed, and she's still got the hockey stick or whatever it is.
Just good attention. I'm thinking that's not great.
How very astute of you, Miss McCool. Now move!
She's so much like Erin, isn't she? So, I'm guessing the Bridgerton filming has deprived us of Claire in this episode?
How goes it, ladies? You know your frock's on inside out, right?
There she is.
Who's the fella, Deirdre?
My cousin Rob. Say hello, Rob.
Hello, Rob.
Rob thinks he's funny. It's fucking exhausting.
Should he not be on the boys' side?
Wow. So this is basically Michelle and James at this point. except being British, he's from America.
Canada? My family are visiting from Canada.
Que pasa, Yankee?
Do what?
You remember what we talked about?
Well, not usually, Deirdre, no.
Listen, kids, I've been thinking about it and I'm not actually sure this is such a good idea anymore.
You're doing it, Geraldine.
Right, so that's Claire's mum. That was how... That's the move, is it? I love it. They're all still doing the exact same dance moves now as they were back in the day. I would love to know how they came to the decision of how to do each dance for each person. Whoa.
Man that doesn't talk. She is living the dream, girls.
Back when they started going out.
Then he just stopped.
Jesus, but that's all.
Yeah, I reckon.
Well, maybe he just ran out of things to say, Jerry.
Will you hear this?
Maybe.
The other thing. He's a gay.
Oh, right.
Oh, right, okay.
Our daughter's a gay.
That's what I said. That's what I told him. I mean, what are the chances, huh?
How is she finding it?
All right, I think. I mean, she's 17, so she's...
But she's a wee lesbian, let's be honest.
Chances of an accidental teenage pregnancy are lowered quite significantly with the lesbian daughter.
I'll drink to that.
Yeah, fair call.
Jeanette! Jeanette!
Wow.
I didn't even realise you were here.
Really? Because you look straight at us there.
What a liar.
Hello, Richard. Very pleased to meet you.
Oh, I can't wait to see more of Jerry and the gang trying to weasel a conversation out of this guy, just out of the sheer curiosity of the situation. What's Joe going to do about this? I'm sure he's going to be pivotal.
The continuation of the First World War, which led to growing
Tell him, Sarah.
allowed Lenin to seize power in 1917.
That's a great suit. How much did you pay for it, if you don't mind me asking?
A lot.
Wow.
Although I'm starting university next year.
Oh my god, that...
Wow, what a bitch. Joe, where are you at?
When you take someone's tonsils out, do you hang on to them? Do you whack them in a jar and put them in a storage cupboard or whatever? What, you...
We're trying to get all his tonsils back.
Oh, I'll pass that on.
When I said it, I never thought any of you would actually go for it because, well,
What is it? What are we doing?
don't start banging on about punk, Deirdre. We're not doing it end of. Now, have a sandwich and enjoy the disco.
Wow, it sounds exactly like Mary, doesn't it? Wow, so this is like in the 70s, so yeah, I guess... I don't know how far back it goes, but it's kind of sad that that's something the parents and the kids both have to deal with.
Careful now, Mary.
The summer of 77.
What are you talking about, Mary?
We should let sleeping dogs cry.
We should let sleeping dogs lie.
We should let sleeping dogs do whatever they want, Deirdre.
I'm very intrigued at what we're doing with this.
Fucking heathens.
Canadians. Canadians are heathens.
That's a bit harsh, Brad. I'm feeling punky.
Feeling punky. Alright. Well, whatever you're about to do is going to haunt you for a couple of decades.
Slapping him might work.
You're not slapping him, Joe.
Let him try.
Then he might slap you back, which I would enjoy.
1 second.
Okay. That's a bold decision.
I see. Impossible.
So he's hyper aware that he is a mute now.
Will I tell him?
Go away, Mary.
Or will I show him the photographs? You do remember the photographs?
What?
Left it.
Who the fuck is Brad?
Me, I think.
Evidence, Jeanette.
What the blazes is going on here exactly?
Ladies and gentlemen.
Shut up. Twat pack? Is that what it was? Prat pack. Okay. The fairy tree or whatever it is it important? This fucking guy.
This is the place.
Help me!
Whoa.
I am so sorry.
Tattoos? Oh no. How bad is it?
Look at these photographs and say, Jesus, but they must have been a bunch of bad bitches.
Alright, I don't understand what all the hubbub is about. Although, with that being said, in the 90s, tattoos were still pretty... There's a lot of stereotypes that came along with tattoos for a very long time, so maybe that's what all the shame is about, but explain to me why this is such a source of shame.
They think they could do whatever they wanted. We wouldn't have a leg to stand on.
We broke so many laws. We were
my
underage.
God, you
Nobody
guys
was a
are
qualified practitioner. They should have locked us up and thrown away the key.
Okay.
Bit of an overreaction.
You didn't even come to my 18th.
Because you told Richard we definitely weren't invited.
I told Richard you definitely were invited.
Richard?
Not so good at the passing on of the messages.
See, this is why I don't talk.
Worse, dude. Oh, I wish I'd thought of that.
We had no idea how bad things were going to get.
I don't know, things seem pretty good. You've got all McCool in your life. I mean, what more could you ask for?
We did all right. That's not us. What?
Yeah, what's going on there?
This must be the wrong tree.
Dear Jesus.
For all the mammies. I loved that episode. I love the adult characters. I'm glad that we got even though it was only a brief glimpse of Grandpa Joe back in the day in his Ford Cortina, was it maybe? The actor that played young Mary is kind of perfect. She just nailed it. The accent was so difficult. I'd be very interested to know if the actor that plays Mary throughout the series was like on set helping her like perfect the accent, because she didn't just have the accent down packed, it was like the tone of voice and the sound of her voice sounded exactly the same. It almost sounded like it was dubbed in certain scenes. And the actor who plays young Sarah did a great job as well. And the writing for young Sarah was especially good. I love the fact there was the whole parallel between James coming from the UK and Brad, whatever his name was, coming from deep in the heart of Texas, I believe. It was a very sweet way to link it to the current world and by current world I mean the early 90s world that the show is set in. I am a little bit disappointed that the big payoff is that they all got a tattoo together. It didn't need to be something like, really bad, like that they murdered somebody or something like that, but you really have to put your mind back into the 90s to realize how shocking it was that a woman would have a tattoo, or really that anybody would have a tattoo. It was kind of reserved for sailors, truck drivers, and motorcycle dudes. That was pretty much the only people that had tattoos. And obviously there's a lot of like cultural tattoos around the world, but in this kind of world, it was basically just that group of people. So this was a beautiful episode. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on it. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, because we've got a couple more episodes of Derry Girls, and I plan on doing the episode of Great British Bake Off with the cast of Derry Girls on there. And there's a couple of other random shows that they've, got them doing like Dangerous Roads and stuff like that. So I will check out more stuff with this amazing cast from the show. But thanks for checking this one out, everybody. Now I must leave because my minions have James Bond apprehended in the next room and I've got a monologue to deliver. Ta-ta and farewell.